Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and today we're gonna be looking at a very long overdue video that has been requested countless times, which is the legendary WatchMojo Honkai starrail tier list. No idea what to expect, and without further ado, let's get into today's content. Subscribe!
Let's get this over with. The antimatter legion?
Insane!
Interesting.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the units at the very top of the current meta in Honkai starrail.
Insane. Okay, wait, keep in mind, how long was this video again? This video is posted 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Alright, so oof, yikes. But yeah, 2 months ago. Let's see what we have here.
Number 10, Kafka.
Okay.
Anyone who says lightning never strikes the same place twice has clearly never met Kafka. While her damage output looks underwhelming at first, the initial hit is only part of the story.
Wait, is this with Ranmei? Has Ranmei been released, or like Ranmei hasn't been released? Haven't yet? Okay, cool.
Kafka is the queen of the long game. Most of her skills apply the game-changing shock debuff, causing electrifying amounts of
Game-changing shock debuff, chat. This changes everything, because the shock debuff
damage over time. Once you land a hit, all you have to do is sit back, relax, and watch as enemies fry around her. It's a sight to behold. To do is sit back, relax, and watch.
5,543 damage. This changes everything. Oh my god, that's absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Enemies fry around her. It's a sight to behold. In fact, Kafka's consistent access to
Bro is using footage from 20 million years ago. Literally 20 million years ago, but okay.
Status effects makes her one of the most reliable damage dealers in the whole cast. Shocking, isn't it?
Shocking. Banger OIC though.
Number 9, Fu Xuan.
Insane.
As clear as
Insane. Insane.
There's one very good reason to always keep Fu Xuan on your team. To put it simply, this girl does not die. Thanks to her litany of regenerative abilities, she can keep herself on the battlefield through just about any attack. And even better, she can do the same with her team. Fu Xuan's unique skill allows her to partly shield her allies' damage intake for 3 turns. Pair that with her insane healing, and Fu Xuan's party becomes nigh unkillable.
Insane
and did we mention Fu Xuan's skill also boosts her teammates' critical rate? Damage intake for 3 turns. Pair that with her insane healing.
Insane healing, guys. Fu Xuan's healing is absolutely insane. Why the f did you even...
And Fu Xuan's party becomes nigh unkillable. Oh, and did we mention Fu Xuan's skill also boosts her teammates' critical rate?
Crazy.
Clearly, she doesn't just support your lineup. She's the reason it's effective at all.
The cycles of yin and yang never...
I feel like I don't know. Let's just continue. Let's continue. I'm just very interested to see what is like the final few.
Number 8, Seele.
Got a lot of nerve.
In comparison to flashy skills, debuff mechanics, and situational ultimates, Seele is pretty straightforward. She simply does damage, and a lot of it. However, in a game like Honkai starrail, that alone wouldn't be enough to make her stand out, especially since she's limited to single targets. But that's where Seele's uber powerful talent, Resurgence, comes into play. Whenever single targets. But that's where Seele's uber powerful talent, Resurgence,
Bro's Resurgence is literally called Appear Again. Holy shit. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it was called Appear Again.
comes into play. Whenever she eliminates an enemy, Resurgence buffs her attack and lets her act again. Essentially, she has the attack stat of a single target master, but the versatility to plow through hordes at the same time.
Crazy.
So, whether you're chipping away at a boss or grinding through grunts, Seele always deserves a spot on your team.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Collisions of the past!
Number 7.
Guys, so far, I don't know why, but like the script feels like it's either written by someone that's never played Honkai starrail in her entire life, or they just watched the unit trailer and like, oh, she does this, and therefore, or it's just by ChatGPT. Respectfully at this point.
Blade.
My sword will be the last thing you see.
Given his name, it's only fitting Blade is the epitome of a glass cannon. He's got some of the best wind skills in name, it's only fitting Blade is the epitome of a glass cannon. He's got some of the best win skills in the whole game, but they come at a high cost. Namely, his health bar. While trading damage for damage sounds risky, it's circumvented by the fact that Blade doesn't start fights. He ends them. But, as an extra precaution, his ultimate has a built-in failsafe too. The ironically titled Death Sentence always restores Blade to half health, whether he's above or below the threshold. Then, it takes all the damage he's taken in the whole match and converts it into one explosive finishing blow. With that
one explosive 1,481 by the way.
kind of firepower, who needs health anyways?
I mean, honestly, facts. Like, who needs help anyways? Just build him like, just give him like 2,000 HP. Like, honestly, who even needs health? Yeah, you're absolutely right. This changes everything. This changes everything.
Number 6, Tingyun.
Dudes.
You get a buff, and you get a buff, you get a buff, and you get a buff.
You get him. You get him up, you get him up, yep.
That's right, Tingyun is all about those nice, powerful attack boosts.
Yep.
She's basically a walking, talking battery pack for your team, and with the right synergy, she can help even low-level heroes clear the battlefield. What's more, Tingyun has one of the most useful ultimates in the game, in that it helps others to get their ultimates. And yes, Tingyun's damage modifiers apply there too. It doesn't take a mathematician to see that attack buffs plus frequent ultimates equal a must-have for your team. After all, if you plan it right, Tingyun can be the buffer that keeps on buffing.
Oh my god, imagine that, yo. Imagine having a buffer that does not keep buffing.
Number 5, Silverwolf.
I can do this in my sleep.
Nothing howls quite as loud as good old-fashioned debuff. Entering Silverwolf. She specializes in reducing all of an enemy's stats, and we do mean all of them. Defense, speed, attack, you name it, Silverwolf can do it. But that's still nothing compared to her unique skill. Using Allow Changes, Silverwolf gives a foe an elemental weakness of one of her teammates' types. No other character in the whole game has that kind of mid-battle versatility. It's
Okay.
so flexible that honestly, Silverwolf can slot into just about any team.
Okay, let me see his when using ultimate for every debuff. Ooh, okay. I'm just looking at how the old Eidolons looked like
Composition and still do well.
attack.
At this point,
Access run down.
there's really no excuse to leave her on the bench.
I'm back in a century.
Dude, I feel like there's nothing to react to, cause like the bro is just saying like 2 sentences based on what the character looks like they do. From like there's just nothing to react to. It's just goofy thingies.
All done.
Number 4, Bronya.
Oh my god, that's
Bronya is
really
a
interesting. Who is the
wind-type
top 3?
fighter following the path of harmony,
Who is
leads
the
her
top
companions
3?
to victory in the name of the Amber Lord.
You don't even need to make a move to see why Bronya is worth joining the front lines. By activating her Banner of Command technique, every ally starts the next match with a passive attack buff. But when Bronya's actual turn comes around, she takes that idea to a whole new level. We're talking about dispelling debuffs, raising the whole team's damage output, and more. And if that's not
raising the whole team's damage output, Bronya's if Bronya's skill affects the entire team, she'll be Giga SSSS. Can you imagine, like, if Bronya uses a skill, the entire team gets 100% actually very advanced and damage buff? That'll be absolutely insane.
not enough, whichever ally Bronya targets immediately gets another turn too. It's obvious that Bronya is so much more than your average support unit. If used correctly, she can control the flow of the entire game altogether.
To guard and defend.
This changes everything.
Crush them.
Genuinely.
Number 3, Luocha.
Remember your oath.
Okay, there's no Huan here, so I'll give it to them. But the fact that Luocha is ranked like 20 spots higher than Fu Xuan is wild to me. It is genuinely wild to me.
Out among the stars, the undercurrent swells beneath the tide.
Okay,
Ironically, the best healer in Honkai is also one of the game's most powerful combatants. Luocha's support abilities scale with his attack stat, giving him an incredibly rare niche as a unit that can both heal damage and dish it out.
Yo, watch out, guys. Watch out, guys. Watch out with his 4,000 attack. He's gonna use his auto attack and poke the enemy target, one-shotting them straight to oblivion. And his AoE ultimate is gonna do 200 billion damage. Watch out, right? Watch out, watch out. Right?
The best part, he can do it all in a single move. Once Lotcha activates his signature skill, Prayer of the Abyss Flower, it will automatically replenish his allies' health when they take a certain amount of damage. No turn or skill points needed.
Yep.
That frees up Lotcha to focus on offense, and thanks to his aforementioned attack stat, that comes pretty naturally. Talk about getting the best of both worlds.
Actually insane. Game-changing healer. Dude, if only Lotcha's kit actually worked like how this dude mentioned. Like, can you imagine if we had a healer that just deals like giga broken damage? I feel like that would actually make him become competitive as a sustain with like Hue. To be ran as like in an offensive environment, but 2 base ultimate does like 5 damage, right? Yeah.
Number 2, Jingliu.
Oh, I feel like this is pretty fine.
Ever since her release, Jinglu has frozen her way at the very top of the competitive scene.
I don't know who's top 1.
And for good reason. With or without investment, her ice damage is simply unmatched. Especially when you take into account her signature talent, Crescent Transmigration. Each basic attack raises her level, and after just 2 strikes, Jingliu no longer needs any skill points to unleash her devastating ice skills. To put that into perspective, her ultimate can dish out over 300% of her gargantuan attack stat onto a single enemy. So word of advice,
100%.
get Jingliu while you can. There may never be a character as strong as her in a very, very long time.
That's actually crazy. 300%. That's a gargantuan.
Until the stars have been
Gargantuan carry.
Before we
Gargantuan carry.
continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel for
Okay,
a
yeah,
notification.
alright.
The consequences are mine to bear.
If you're looking for damage, you're in the right place. As its name implies, the imbibitorlunae form is Danheng, but better in just about every conceivable way. Arguably, he's better than everyone else too. Thanks to his talent, Righteous Heart, Dan gets a slight damage buff with each individual hit of his basic attack. He can also stack skill points to increase the number of hits, ramping up the multiplier even more. Then, just to really sweeten the deal, imbibitorlunae comes with unique passives that offset his high energy costs. Suffice it to say, this is imbibitorlunae's game, and everyone else is just living in it.
Bro is talking about E2 imbibitorlunae 1000%. 'Cause if this entire tier list was E2, then Embor Lune is definitely gonna take the cake, right? If everyone here is E2, Embor Lune is genuinely the world's the game's game-changing unit. This genuinely changes everything, right? So honestly, I do agree. I just realized this. Jinglu, La, Ber, Silverwolf, Tingyun, Blade, Fun, Kafka, and Intro. Beautiful, beautiful names, right? I really, really like the Embor Lune. Embor Lune is really good. Yeah.
Cleansing Dragon.
Crazy.
Which Honkai Star Rail character do you always take into battle?
That's
Let us know in
actually
the comments
crazy.
below.
Okay, genuinely, I feel that is probably this tier list actually changes everything. If only I talked about this like 2 months earlier, but unfortunately it's a little bit late. But yeah, I feel like Embor Lune is genuinely a game-changing unit. La is pretty good as well. But at the end of the day, my only gripe with this tier list is that what's the guy's name again? What's the guy's name again? This is La, right? La it being higher than Fan is kind of crazy to me, right? I personally rank Fan really, really high. I'll probably swap around Fan and La, but I think it's alright. It's pretty interesting tier list, right? Glass Cannon Blade. This changes everything. 300% damage on Jingliu. So that was pretty good. Okay, so that's gonna be that. Honestly, if you guys want to continue any further discussions, head over to my Discord at discord.g/Pokke's video. We're very active community talking about Honkai on a daily basis. You want to check out my stream? Next, it's gonna be twitch.tv/MrPokke as well as on YouTube, where we're streaming on both platforms at the same time. I'm on Discord as well. So that's all for today. All the best for your, I believe this is a Sparkle Pools by the time this video goes up, hopefully. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.